In this chapter, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and talk about permissions and roles. Okay, so how we can control what access users have to the platform. All right, so we have an idea already of our users, how they interact with Liferay. We have an idea of how to organize those users. And now we just want to make sure we give them the proper permissions to do the job that they've come to the platform to do. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. All right, so let's start by talking about what permissions are. All right, now permissions defined in Liferay are an action that can be performed on any resource on the platform. So if I want to add web content, let's say, or I want to create a site, add a page, anything along those lines, I'm now talking about permissions, okay? So when it comes to defining job roles, you need to determine exactly what needs to be done on what resources on the platform, okay? If we're talking about Maria Flores, for example, and she needs to create marketing copy, she needs to be able to add a particular kind of asset, okay, so web content or documents or something along those lines. She needs to actually write the content. She needs to be able to perhaps send it through a review process or publish it or whatever that might look like. And then we can go ahead and look at what those permissions actually are on the platform. All right, or if we look at another example, Omar. Omar needs to write the blog content for the Livingston Life, and he needs to have the proper permissions to do things like create blog entries, upload documents and media in order to actually add images to the blogs, review the posts, and of course, edit the posts if needed, okay? These are all actions on resources, okay? So that's what a permission is in Liferay, all right? Now, permissions can be set, again, on any resource. All right, so if we're talking about content, if we're talking about sites, if we're talking about organizations or administration, there are going to be permissions that can be applied to our users for all of those different resources on the platform. All right, so just to recap for this here, a permission is an action on a resource, okay? Permissions can define what a user can do on the resources on the platform, all right? And in order to actually apply permissions, we need to create roles. Permissions are always applied to users in context of roles. And that's what we're going to talk about in the next video.